Welcome back to the Crypto 618 channel. In today's video, we are going to take a look at cryptocurrency in 2022, a look back at the year's biggest moments. But before we get started, if you would like to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. Let's get started. So I've made this blog post over on crypto618.1. You can come and check it out. What I've done here is basically went through all the latest news from January, February, March, all the way through to the end of the year. I summarized some of the biggest events. So I'm not going to read all that out to you here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just recap on some of the main points out of all this information over the last 12 months. So if we have a look here, the first key point is there's been billions raised for crypto projects. And there's a lot of different things like this. The first thing here was FTX, which we know what all happened to that one, but FTX raised about $2 billion back in January. Another one here raised 170 million. So there's plenty of capital coming into this market constantly. And this is the interesting thing with the market. Even though there's some projects that fail, there's other projects where the money just keeps on coming in. You can see here that Immutable 200 million, Helium 200 million, and U Labs another 450 million. So there's a lot of money being raised, and this will continue in the market. So the next biggest thing I've noticed is there's been billions lost from fraud and mismanagement. So, the biggest one we probably saw was FTX, the collapse of FTX, which I did talk about previously, and it is recapped in here. But FTX, Alameda, all these companies, basically, fraud, mismanagement. That's why they lost users' funds. And this is something you've got to be wary of, that if it's not your keys, it's not your Bitcoin, it's not your crypto, you're not in control of it. So if you do hand over your crypto to someone else, this is potentially for fraud and mismanagement of the funds. So that's what you've got to be really careful of. And, and FTX was huge. So that is something that was really big this year, impacted a lot of people. So just remember that moving forward, exactly what you're going to be doing with your crypto. Another point is billions were lost from hacks and scams. So, you've got a lot of normal scams from new coins that have been listed on different marketplaces. And then they completely disappear. That's a pretty straightforward scam. Then there's like these slow rugs where the project's going nowhere, but they slowly sell off all the coins that they've already accumulated. So these are always going to be constantly scams. And then you got the bigger scams where perhaps where FTX and other companies have been involved, where they literally do not have the money to pay the investors because they've been gambling on other ways of making money, other deals, other trading that went wrong. So these things can turn out to be scams as well. Also, look at the main point here is the hacks. So if you have a look at the hacks that happened this year, there was some huge amounts of hacks. If we jump on DeFi Alama, let's have a quick look there. You can actually see some of the hacks that happened during the last year. So we have a quick look here. Some of the big ones, actually the latest one was for $1.41 million. That was just on Christmas Day. That was Rubik. Didn't actually know about that one. And there's Radium there. We scroll down, some big ones. Anchor, FTX. There was that last hack, which is 45 million. Scroll down, there's some huge hacks here. Binance was hacked for 570 million. Yeah, it's like $500 million there. Harmony Bridge, 100 million. Winter Mule, 27 million. 80 million there. So there's huge amounts of money were lost due to hacks. And this continued all year. So this has been going on even back into 2021. So There's actually probably been more money hacked this year than previous, as you can see for the monthly sum. So it's pretty huge, but you know, wherever there's a lot of money and the potential to get that money, these people, they've got the ability to do it, and they will do it. So that was the biggest thing I noticed with all the information this year is those key points. And if you want to have a quick look at all the biggest moments, you can go through January right through to December. I listed them there. They're just some of the things that happened. There's probably a lot of other stuff that happened, but I just wanted to sort of recap on this year, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see what next year will bring. I'll be doing some more videos out, and we'll be talking about some of the new projects and new different technologies and different things that people want to know about. So I think that's all I wanted to cover in this video, but I did want to talk about the summary, I suppose, and that is that in 2022 it's been very challenging, and if you've dodged any bullets, congratulations. Most of the time, not losing your wealth is key to winning in crypto. If you can survive a multi-year bear market and accumulate Bitcoin, you will win in the long run. Next year will be exciting as always, and hope to have you along for the ride. So with that, I will catch you in the next video. Thanks guys. Bye.